When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And this will be the 9th play of the drive.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense has the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. Makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play.
A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. First and 10. Quick strike complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the deep.
And he's running in the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Cherry. He's got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. On the move, he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. With the catch, it's Anderson. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to pass, it's Cherry. Slings it downfield. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Hand off from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. They'll run for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on first down. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you. See the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
Looking downfield, it's Cherry. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight, and the returner goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Throws to the back. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Finds his man and they convert. Tackled, but he has a first down. Woo, boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Anderson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They're going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket.
Fires into trap, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Back to throw, it's Cherry. Quick completion on the out route. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got a man in the middle. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Cherry. They're trying to get to it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the try is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Power football with the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. It's a reverse. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. And the Hoosiers will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big Sometimes it's not. Hey, sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more.
Touchdown, Indiana! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Iowa. Offense hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a 6th sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Looking for a gap. It's Patterson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down and bounds.
Working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Hawkeyes get him past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to... Here they're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. And he's dragged down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback... giving them a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Iowa! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Becker. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Cherry. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws for the tight end. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He's open on the right. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Unleashes one deep. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On second down, he'll let it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
There's so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence.